Hey guys, welcome to this week's JV update. We're going to be talking about condo fees, some reading material, and this week's tip of the week. This is just a reminder, because this is on YouTube, if you want to subscribe to the channel here, you'll also get notifications through YouTube every week when I do upload these, if you don't want to wait for the email to come out. Check it out. Over the past couple of days, I've been bumping into people who have been saying that they would never buy into a condo because condos are bad and maintenance fees are bad for their finances. And I don't think that's necessarily true, but you do have to understand what your situation is and what you're trying to get out of your home. In my mind, there are three questions you need to be asking yourself when it comes time to consider a condo. So the first question that you have to ask yourself is what is included in those maintenance fees or in those condo fees. Some condos will wrap everything you can imagine into their condo fee. You can have your insurance covered, you can have your hydro, your water, your gas, you can have access to a full fitness center, you can have access to a pool, billiards rooms, party rooms. If all of those things are wrapped in, you have to consider what you're paying for. If you're paying $400 a month for a condo fee that's not covering anything, yeah, I think that's steep. If you're paying $400 a month for a building that can replace your gym membership, you don't have to worry about utilities, you don't have to worry about the roof, you don't have to worry about the water heater, you don't have to worry about all of these things, sometimes that can be a huge benefit. The second question you have to ask yourself is, are these condo fees consistent? What the biggest red flag for me is when you look back at the condo fees of past listings in a building and every year over year, they're increasing by a significant number. What you'd like to see is some stability there, because then at least you can make a real judgment about whether or not these costs are going to make sense for you. If they're going to be growing every year at a rate that you don't understand or you can't anticipate, that makes it a little bit more difficult. Question number 3 is, what is your financial situation right now and what kind of market are you in? Oftentimes we see people entering the market into condo, like townhouse condos or apartment style condos, because upfront they're cheaper and the pre-qualification or the qualification for your mortgage doesn't need to be as high as trying to compete for one of those detached or freehold homes in your market. So here in KW, for example, it's sometimes difficult for those first-time buyers to have an approval high enough to compete with other people trying to find those freehold homes. Sometimes you have to be looking at condo fees, and in many cases, yeah, you want to keep those a bit lower, but again, it goes back to that first point of what is included in those condo fees and how does that fit into your lifestyle. So in my opinion, condo fees, they're not bad, but what it does mean is that you have to be asking questions. And that's true in any real estate investment. If you're purchasing for yourself to move into or you're purchasing to rent out, you need to be asking a lot of questions. And so that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm trying to help you with. I hope this has been helpful. So I was chatting with a friend of mine this week, and they've bought their first house now. They're all moved in and settled, and now they're saving up money and they're wondering what their next step should be. And so what that has led me to do is I've actually put a page on my website now entitled Book Club, JV's Book Club. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post links to significant books that I think you should be reading about. Figuring out what to do with your money is an important thing to do. And the earlier you figure it out, the more value you're going to get out of it. The first book that I would recommend everybody read when they get a chance, it's not an expensive book, sorry. It's not a long book. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Rob Kiyosaki. It is one of the investing staples. And so I'll link to this on my website. Take a look at it. If you're looking for something to pick up over the holidays and a quick thing to read through, this does a great job of explaining how to make your money work for you. Tip of the week. Get out there and clean out your eaves troughs while the weather's still nice. It's very, very important to have that drainage all cleared out before the snow hits. So while you're up there throwing up Christmas lights or taking a quick peek at your roof shingles, clean out those eaves troughs.